Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be, sorry about the lighting in here by the way, it's kind of weird lighting right now, but today I'm going to be filming another KonMari video. I'm going to be doing the, what do they call this section? It's in the kimono again. Today I'm going to be tackling the household supplies. So I'm kind of breaking this down into a couple different categories because again, I feel like some of these kimono sections, I don't know. I know that it seemed like when I first looked at it, like everything was so broken down that that you're really going like section by section. But some of these categories are so wide that it covers such a large ground of items that it's actually a little bit overwhelming. So today I'm going to be doing like art supplies. So all of our pens, colored pencils, markers, crayons, anything art related is going to be tackled today. And I do have 3 children, so we have quite a bit in that category. This lighting is so horrible. Sorry guys. So I'm going to be tackling that today, but before I get into that, oh, and then as I mentioned, I'm breaking this down into a couple sections. The next household supplies that I'm going to be tackling is going to be cleaning supplies, and then I might even do like medications and that kind of stuff separately. I'm not quite sure yet, but today is just going to be art related supplies. But I wanted to let you guys know I'm kind of going along with what I just said about the whole KonMari thing. I'm kind of getting frustrated. I don't know if any of you are going through this, if you guys are having a similar experience, but I just feel like what's happening now that I'm getting into these categories that are so vague, I feel like I'm going into a room, pulling out all this stuff, getting rid of a huge amount of stuff, and then I put everything back that I'm keeping, and I feel like nothing really was accomplished. So even though I see these huge amounts of bags and boxes that I'm dropping off at the Goodwill, constantly going to the Goodwill, they know me by name there by now, that I feel like I'm not really seeing any like significant progress because there's so many things still in each room that I haven't gotten around to yet. So I'm not really liking the way she has you gather everything from category rather than going room by room. I've always tidied room by room before in the past, and when the nice thing about going room by room, even if you spend 1, 2, maybe even 3 days on one room, because if it's a big room like our playroom, usually takes me several days, at least when you're done with that commitment of time, you can see your progress and you can see what a big difference you've made. But I feel like with this whole KonMari thing where you're just pulling some of the stuff from every single room but not everything, I feel like I'm not seeing the progress because there's still so much clutter in that room from other categories that I need to get to later on down the line. So I don't know, I really am getting less and less enthusiastic about this whole process as I go along. And if you've been following this series, you guys will notice that I used to post my videos, like for the KonMari series, I was posting videos at least once a week, maybe a little bit more than that, but I was doing my purges weekly. And now it's been, I think, 3 or 4 weeks since my last purge, and that purge prior to that was 2 or 3 weeks between purges. So it's honestly because I feel like I'm spending all this time and I'm like, after I'm done, I'm like, that really didn't do anything. It didn't solve any of my problems with the clutter in my home. Even though I'm getting rid of all this stuff, it's like, what is the holdup here? I should be starting to see a lot more of a difference. And the only room that I really feel like, yes, I can feel the difference in how this process is working is my bedroom. And that is because basically everything in that room fell into the beginning of the categories. It was clothing, accessories, my makeup, what else, jewelry, all of that was near the beginning of this KonMari purge. So I've gotten through nearly every category in that area. Now there are still some things that need to be gone through that are later on. So that's just kind of my frustration. And to be very honest with you guys, I really wanted to document this whole process for you guys because I know that I have a lot of people watching this series and a lot of you are probably very interested in doing the same purge, or maybe you've started your own KonMari purge, and I really wanted to document my whole progress. But I'm honestly to that point where I feel like I'm tempted to scrap this. I am going to do this KonMari style purge today, and I'm really contemplating moving forward doing it differently. I did learn some great things from the whole KonMari book and from doing the the processes, the way that she explains how to do them. I think there's a lot of things that I'm going to continue to do that she suggests, but I just think the style of pulling everything from a certain category and going through the categories in the order that she recommends, I feel like that's not working for me. I am going to continue deciding what to purge based on how it makes me feel, whether or not it brings me joy. I think that is a great system to really like hone in your skills and to be very and to give her credit. I actually feel like since I started purging that way, in the past I would purge like, are we going to use this? I don't know. Do my kids like it? You know, that kind of a thing. But since I've started purging based on whether or not it brings me joy or my family joy, I've definitely realized or kind of found my sense of style more. I think before I just didn't know what I liked, and so I would just buy things if it was a good deal or if it was on sale, and now I've really kind of pinpointed the things that I actually like and that bring me joy, and now I shop that way. I only buy things that bring me joy, and I'm more in tune with what those things are than I used to be. So I think that is a very good thing. I still really like the KonMari style for folding, so I'll continue to do that. So there are definitely some good things that I got from this book, but I think this is going to be my last KonMari style. Now, with all that being said, I know this is a super long intro, you guys, but honestly, I feel like I'm just kind of redoing the whole way I'm doing this purge. With all of that being said, I am going to start purging my house room by room. And I think I might start in the kitchen because that's an area where I haven't even touched anything yet, because none of these categories have brought me to that area of the home yet, other than my cookbooks. But I think that is going to be my very first process that I'm going to start. So if you guys are interested in seeing that series, which I'll still, like I mentioned, do some of the processes that she recommends, but I'm just kind of scrapping the layout that she has for the order that you have to go through the purge. So if you guys are interested in, like I said, in seeing those videos, make sure to thumbs up this video and leave me comments below to let me know that you want to see that. Otherwise, I don't know if I'm going to continue posting cleaning type videos on my channel because it doesn't really relate to a lot of my other videos. So let me know if you want to see those. Otherwise, I hope you guys do enjoy watching this last KonMari purge on my channel, and questions or comments, leave them below, and enjoy watching, guys. Alright, you guys, it's kind of hard for you to see because I can't back up far enough, but this is where we keep the main bulk of this type of product in our home. So I did record like a week ago gathering together some stuff that was in some other rooms, and I'll try to insert that clip if I can still find it. But I have everything here that is art related. I used to have this 9-drawer organizer, which, by the way, I got this at Target, and all the canvas boxes came from Target as well. But I used to have this organized very, very well, but as kids have used these items and put them back in the wrong places, it became very unorganized. So it used to be like one was for all pencils, colored pencils and regular pencils, one was for markers, one was for pens, one was for crayons, stickers. So each different one had a purpose, but as I mentioned, over time it's gotten very, very disorganized, and a lot of items in here don't even belong in this category at all. Should be in the playroom. There's toys and things like that stuck in here. So I am going to go through all of these. I do have one up at the top there that I need to replace because that one in the far corner, that one was the marker one, and someone stuck a marker back in there without a cap on, and it stained the front of it right here, which I can't stand that. It just grosses me out. So I do need to go to Target and pick up a new one of those to replace it. But other than that, I'm going to keep the system the same. I feel like that actually worked really well, and it did stay organized for a few years. But so I'm going to go through and try to put everything back in categories like I had it previously. And like I mentioned in the intro, I have 3 children, so we actually do need quite a bit of art supplies for their different school projects and different things like that, and just for, you know, art for them to enjoy. But I do have way more than I need. So just for example, this bin right here, this is the first one. They're all about this full, and this is a mixture of pencils, pens, markers, crayons, a glue stick, and random stuff. So I obviously don't need this amount of product because I have 9 of these full like this, so that's definitely too much, but I am going to keep quite a bit so that they do have enough to do the different things that they have to do. So let's go ahead and just get into this. But I have to, okay? Alright, you guys, so I finished the pencils, and this is what we've got in here so far. Now, I know I'm going to find more pencils as I go through these other bins. This was just the first bin, but I am just going to go ahead and sort everything by category, and then what I'll do is I'll kind of look through and see if there's anything, you know, I don't know. I feel like with pencils, I hate buying new pencils, so I feel like I should just go ahead and keep these because I know they're all going to get used eventually. And then when my kids aren't in school and don't need pencils as often, I can pare it down a bit. But for now, I feel like I might as well just keep these. I have the bin for it, so it doesn't really make a difference whether I have 10 in here or 30. It really doesn't matter. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep all of these. And a lot of these are colored pencils too, so it's not all just standard pencils. There's a lot of colored pencils in here as well. Also, I'm sure you guys will see in the footage, but as I was going through, I made sure all of them are sharpened because that's like our biggest problem. The kids will go to grab a pencil and it's not sharpened. So I did go ahead and do that as I went along. And now I'm going to go ahead and start on the second bin. Alright, you guys, before I finish putting all these back into the container over there and before I vacuum and stuff, I just wanted to show you I finished sorting them out. So right here is the crayon bin, and as you can see, there are a lot of crayons. It's probably about half full. Over here, there's our pencil bin. Oh my gosh, this pencil bin drove me crazy. I tried to sharpen all of them, and I got about 3/4 of the way through sharpening them, but my hand started to hurt really bad and our sharpener ran out of batteries, so I kind of gave up on that. But the majority of the pencils in here are sharpened now, so again, it's just, honestly, that was way too many pencils, but that's what we got. Our pen bin is actually pretty, not that full at all, actually, and a lot of these I am going to remove from here and put throughout the house in areas where we need them, like our desk drawer and our kitchen drawer and stuff like that. So that one's pretty decent. And then I have over here in this corner, here are some markers. That's the marker bin. And then we have over here, this one here is like miscellaneous stuff. So it has like those like pipe cleaners, glitter glue, just like miscellaneous art stuff. That one underneath is all paint supplies. So there's paint and paint brushes and anything related to painting in that bin. This is the Play-Doh bin, and then that is all stickers. And then I will have one more bin, which is that one I threw away, that pink bin. I have to replace that. So pretty soon here I will order that new bin, and that'll just be an extra bin for whatever I decide needs to go there. But for now, what I'm going to do is just start putting all of these back and then vacuum. Oh, and I did want to show you guys real quick one more thing. This big garbage bag right here is actually full of trash that I just removed from these. So this is all garbage. This is what's going away. There is old paint that's dried out, lots of markers that dried out, broken pencils, broken crayons, things like that. So that is what is going, and I'm going to put this together and I'll show you guys the finished product. Alright, you guys, so that is how it looks now, all done. So I still have to go through this bin right here, and there's some stuff sitting on top of there, but all of these are totally organized, and it's a lot better. Oops. My camera just decided to flip down. It's a lot better, so you can actually find what you're looking for in the bins now, whereas before I was just so jumbled. But anyway, so that was the finished product, and I did forget to mention in that last update that I just did, this is actually the second day. So this took me a good portion of the day yesterday, and then I wasn't able to get it done yesterday because I had some other errands to run, and then I had to get back to it today. So this was a really big project, and as I mentioned earlier on, I'm really kind of over this whole KonMari thing. So anyway, give me your feedback down below if you guys have been following this KonMari process. I'd love to hear what you guys think about how it's going, and about my idea of scrapping it all together. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.